So, hello and welcome to another episode of the Turn 5 podcast. Apologies for last week. Everything kind of just got in the way for everyone. So, we posted all of our stuff on Twitter, as I refuse to call it by its new name because of the man that bought it. But we're back this week with the rundown of all the F1, F2, and F3 action from Imola, as well as making our predictions ahead of the return to Monaco for yet more F1 and F2 action. I don't think F3 aren't there, are they? No, this is far too small for F3 as well.
No, I'm feeling they were last year.
Were they? Oh my god, is it?
It was the 1 year we had
Yeah, they are there.
Oh, it's back-to-back double. Oh.
F3 are in Monaco.
I've got so much more content to watch then.
I saw someone post on Twitter like every single racing series happening. It was like 4 days of just full racing.
Jesus.
It's insane.
Well, shall we kick things off with everyone's general thoughts of the Imola Grand Prix? Because I'll say it, the car's too big. It's boring.
Yeah, I thought Singapore 2017 was great.
No,
because so over Monaco we speak about other races that happened. So maybe because Imola was born, we should just speak about Monaco.
Oh no, please no. No, God. Look, the circuit's great from a historic standpoint, and the racing is good when the cars aren't the size of a small country. But
Monaco?
Yeah. The cars are just too big for it. Like, if you watch the Formula 2 and the Formula 3, there's good racing, because you can overtake, because the cars aren't the size of a bus.
Whack.
Yeah. So, it's one of those ones where the cars have literally outgrown the circuit. It was fine. It was fine back in the noughties and the 90s when we last used it, because the cars were significantly smaller. But ever since we've come back, it's not been amazing because the size of the cars has increased so much.
I feel that's the case for most of the circuits now, to be honest. It's just the cars getting too big.
Except for, like, the purpose-built circuits.
Yeah.
All of the street circuits suffer the same sort of issues, at least for part of the circuit.
Well, not the newer street circuits, though. I think Miami is just shit in general.
Yeah, Miami's just bad.
But then Vegas is quite easy to overtake.
Yeah, Vegas wasn't actually bad in terms of overtaking because there's just such long straights and heavy braking zones.
Same with Jeddah, so.
Yeah, like the purpose built for the new cars, okay. Yeah. But like the historic ones, it just doesn't work anymore.
Yeah. But still, the specialist tracks like Silverstone, Spa, Monza, those are all still fine.
No, yeah.
Spain.
Yeah, Spain, even though we're not going to go there after next year anymore. So that'll be a real test. I suppose to an extent Qatar's alright, even though that was actually designed for MotoGP bikes. So that's quite surprising considering how much smaller GP bikes are. But yeah, Imola is just too narrow in the same way that the Hungaro ring is too narrow. Monaco is too narrow. It's just... it's too hard to overtake. I'm all for making overtaking challenging so that it showcases a driver's skill, but if it becomes borderline impossible, then there's no point anymore.
But yeah, even then, the overtake isn't challenging. You just got to be quicker because of the DRS.
Yeah,
straight.
You just got to be sat right behind him out of Ravazza 2, and then you're just slipstreaming your way past him. Whereas in Formula 2 and Formula 3, you had people like doing switchbacks at Tosa or just going around the outside of Tosa, or going through the outside of the Villeneuve chicane instead of just into Tamburello. So it's one of the weekends where the junior formulas is better than the main formula.
Probably quite a lot of weekends.
Yeah, that's true, but
yeah,
we can't admit that too loudly. We're an F1 podcast.
Yeah, no, we're a Formula 1 podcast.
This isn't Feeder 5.
Feeder.
That's it. I'm making an offshoot podcast called Feeder 5, and I'm going solo.
That's what we talk about when the F1 race was shit. We just call ourselves Feeder 5 that week.
Yeah. Oh god. Right. So qualifying. Ben.
Fuck Nico Hulkenberg.
Royally. That was Piastri's penalty, wasn't it?
Magnussen.
Oh, that was Magnussen.
Hulkenberg's toe.
Oh, Hulkenberg was toe. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, fuck Haas then.
Generally.
Yeah.
We could have had a front row lockout.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Max got a massive toe, which basically gave him all of the gap that he needed for the rest of the lap. If you look at the comparison, I don't know why the F1 comparison that they did was between Max and Lando when Piastri's lap was quicker. Like, I know Piastri got a 3-place grid penalty, but his lap was still quicker. So the comparison should have been between Max and Piastri, not Max and Lando.
Yeah.
So
up to F1.
Yeah. Maybe I will. You see here, this time is as faster than this one.
You turn in. So Alex Turner as you write the email.
No, but you could see from the graphics that they showed that it was basically just the toe that gave him all of the gap that he needed. There was a little bit in Sector 2 that he pulled out as well, so that was, that's fair enough, but Sector 3, he had such a massive snap on the exit of the last corner that it almost cost him pole position.
It'd be nice for Nico to do the same to Max at Monaco.
Yeah, hold him all the way up through the tunnel. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Perez. Lol.
Perez happened.
He's back. It took one race longer than last year. The second fiddle Perez has really come out. A P11 in quali.
Oh.
Ouch. He got out qualified by a V-carb, didn't he?
Both.
By Danny.
Both V-carbs. Oh my god. I was gonna say, because I know Yuki slapped it in third at one point in quali.
Yuki was 7th, Daniel was 9th.
Damn.
Perez was 11th.
Yeah, it's Danny who knocked Perez out.
Hulkenberg was 10th.
Classic Hulkenberg. So he got out qualified by 2 V-carbs and a Haas.
Yeah.
Fair play to Yuki though, out qualifying Lewis. That's a good result. I know Mercedes weren't quite on it this weekend, but still. V-carb.
Yeah, it was quite funny.
V-carb
after the
scalping
Friday that they had.
Oh god.
And everyone on Friday was like, oh, Mercedes is sort of back.
No, they ain't. Everyone should know by now. Mercedes Friday is very different to Mercedes Saturday, Sunday.
Same with Verstappen as well, because he was
well nowhere.
off in practice.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, oh, he's not going to be on pole. And then
you see
bang.
the save he made in practice, though? His car was practically sideways as he went into the chicane. Which one is it?
Doing Alonso.
Variante Alta. He was practically sideways and just caught it, and it's like, what? How pointy is the front end of that car? Max, yes. Yeah, Friday was a bit scruffy, to be honest. There was plenty of gravel trap / grass excursions. Also, we didn't really get to discuss it last week because we didn't record, but they've increased the size of some of the gravel traps and brought it closer to the edge of the circuit, which I think was good.
Yeah, that's really helps with racing on the track.
Yeah. But it penalises you for actually going off the track, though, instead of just the lap time deleted, which is what we want. We want drivers on the track.
We want cliff edges, no track limits.
There's the curb and nothing more. Fucking Lakitu comes and picks him up again. Right, the race. It wasn't a banger. The first half was pretty dead. It got interesting at the end with Lando closing in, but it's just not quite enough laps.
He just needed like 2 more, I'd say.
Mm.
One would have cut a bit too close, I think.
Yeah, because he was 0.7 at the end of the race, and realistically, you need to be about 0.3 as you come out of the last corner to have a really good chance of an overtake.
Yeah.
So yeah,
shove him off the track. Just
I mean, yeah,
down the inside.
Stick it up the outside of turn 1 and then shove him off from the outside of turn 2.
No, because Max would have already
shoved him off
by the time you get to turn 2. So.
Yeah, but if you shove him off on the outside of turn 1, you send them over the curbs, and that launches their car into yours at the exit of turn 2. So,
yeah,
if you take me out, I'm taking you with me, sort of vibe.
Yeah.
So we're going down together.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, that's unfortunate for Lando. Still good race though from good racecraft from him at the end to close that gap.
It's good to see what McLaren can do now because they closed the gap to Max.
Yes, it's not just closing the gap to Perez, which is kind of like, okay,
it's not. Yeah,
it's a Red Bull, but
it
is the Red Bull.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, it's weird to actually think that, it's not just a one-off from Miami.
Mm.
It is reasonably consistent. Obviously, Monaco is very much an outlier in terms of car performance, but McLaren have been decent there in recent years.
Yeah, his first race last year, wasn't it? Where he got double points.
So,
admittedly, it's because it did rain.
We'll take what we get, okay? But, Lando's had podiums at Monaco, so...
A podium.
I'm manifesting.
I'm manifesting. So we could see, hopefully, a repeat of that. Obviously, Oscar got unlucky with his 3-place grid penalty, and that's why I know scuppered him at the start. And Monaco's going to be one of those ones where quali's going to be a mess. So
yeah, and there's going to be someone that gets done for illegal blocking or whatever.
Yeah, there's going to be an impeding. There's going to be a red flag. There's going to be someone who doesn't get their lap in because the flags come out at the wrong time.
So Lando and Piastri set a banker straight off the bat. Piastri bins it into the wall, red flag. 5 minutes left. Everyone waits. Lando goes round first, puts it in the wall. McLaren 1-2.
See, but someone catches wind of it, and then on their outlap, someone just bins it in the wall anyway. Yeah, it was a great race, wasn't it?
The race was fucking awful.
Hey, first Ferrari podium since 06. Imola, I should specify that. Not just Ferrari's first podium since 2000. Ferrari's first Imola podium since 2006. Which is wild to think about. They haven't been on the podium since it returned. Which is yikes, but...
Yeah, but they have been crap. Well, apart from 22.
Yeah, but equally there were points where they should have been on the podium.
Yeah.
Charles.
Oh yeah, he span out, didn't he?
Yeah.
Put it in the wall.
Right, sod it. Let's go over the results of predictions. I just need to look up one thing because I forgot to do that actually. Intermission music. Pole and podium predictions. Ben, he came last this week with 3 points.
Okay, now.
Chris and Sonia tied with 5 points. Nia got 6 points. And I got 15. It was just...
Rigged.
It was...
Rigged. It's rigged.
Come on. Sonia got 17 2 weeks ago and you didn't say it was rigged.
Yeah, but that's Sonia.
Wow,
Girl
okay.
power, you know?
Wow. Look.
Yeah, she's not in charge.
It's not...
Yeah.
It's not
She
that
doesn't have
rigged
the vote.
because I didn't get my pole position because of a certain Haas driver.
Yeah,
That's just to make it look less sus, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like when you rig
clearly
an
I've got
exam and then you
Hulkenberg's...
purposely get one wrong.
Clearly I've got Hulkenberg's phone number and gone, here, can you just give Max a tow to stop Lando getting pole? Cheers, lad.
That's what you do to
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
get caught cheating.
obviously.
Purposely. I'll just start that one off and then I'll get...
Which updates the table to Nia has closed the gap at the bottom to a single point. Nia is on 32, Chris is on 33. Ben moves down into third on 41 points. Sonia moves down into second on 45 points, and I've scraped into the lead on 46 points. Bold predictions. We had an absolute belter of a week this week. Coming in clutch was Nia's Brain Not Work, which scored a big fat 0 points.
Wow, I think that has worked.
Yeah.
Ben, you said 17 finishes exactly. Only Logan withdrew, so no. Unlucky.
So you know that I couldn't think of a bold prediction. So
Chris said there'd be rain in every session. No. And I said 3 drivers would get time penalties in the race, and they didn't. No one did. That's how you know it's a bad one. But it does mean that Magnussen lives to fight another day.
But he still went to see the Shewers.
True.
Still said hi.
Yeah, true. But
Had a nice chat.
This time he was on the offense, not the defense.
He still went to see them and had a nice chat.
Yeah. Our Perez predictions were amazing. Obviously, he qualified 11th and finished 8th, so nobody got anything. Good effort, guys. And I haven't actually been able to check the Lapdown Showdown yet, so we'll update you on that sometime in the future.
I think we might trust Sergio Perez too much.
We did this week.
Yeah.
And then we had...
No, we won't trust him, and then
he'll get pole position, yeah. We had Hallie in on the socials who got 2 points, so Hallie is now tied with SK on 11 points. That brings us to this week. Monaco. That real gem of a race in the Formula One calendar. Everyone's favourite.
It was my favourite.
Because we get to talk about literally anything else.
Yeah, it actually makes this exciting.
We can talk about Singapore.
Should we just jump straight in? Actually, wait.
Be waiting patient, just like we are at Monaco.
We'll do our predictions and then I'll cover off all the F2 and F3 action from Imola. So we end on something reasonably exciting. Right. I need somebody else to read off Chris's predictions for me when we do his, because I can't have it open at mine.
Yeah.
On pole, he has
Never
Logan
mind.
Sargent. Strange.
Fuck's sake,
Then
man.
his podium. Valtteri Bottas, Sargent, and Alex Albon.
I will just load it up on my phone. Right, there we go. I got it.
Oh, just give me 2 seconds. I just need to grab a cable.
Okay. Didn't know she had Josh Brolin in her room.
Where's
Cable in Deadpool 2.
I have
yeah.
cable.
No, I don't watch Deadpool.
Oh.
What?
What about
Fucking
Deadpool?
nerd joke.
I made a joke and Ben didn't get it.
Have you watched Deadpool?
Yes.
I said I didn't know
She
you had
might get
Josh
it.
Brolin in your room.
What else did I get?
He played Cable in Deadpool 2.
This is so
I haven't seen the
sad.
second one. I haven't seen the second
Oh
one.
my god! You guys suck.
You specified the second one, then I would have said no. Fuck off.
I made such a good joke and you just fucking shit on it.
Are you sure it was?
It was funny, it was witty, it was quick.
Wordplay.
It went straight over your fucking heads.
Yeah, quite a lot goes straight over my fucking head.
That's because you're short. Oh, he pulled out the Drake diss of Kendrick.
Wait, who was short out of the three of us? Was it me or Ben?
I don't know.
You.
It's not me, that's all I know for sure.
Ben, how tall are you?
5 foot fine.
5'5".
5 foot fine, I think he said.
Yeah. I'm 5'8". What?
I think you're 5'7".
I'm 5'7". I could have sworn you were about the same height, or a little bit shorter. It's just a thing that men do that increase their heights.
I don't. Do you know why? Because if I increase my height, I'm definitely lying, and that would make me 6 foot. So I have to live in the land of limbo of I'm 5'11", which is so painful. Because everyone's like, you're not 5'11". Everyone just says they're 5'11" because they don't want to say they're 6 foot. And it's like, no, here's a little fucking printout from the machine at the GP that says this is my blood pressure, and also I'm 5'11". Well, actually, it says I'm 180 centimeters. So, pain, suffering.
I can't remember how tall I am in centimeters.
I don't know. I only know because the fucking machine at the doctor's office printed it out.
Wait, did you do lap down showdown? Oh wait, no, you said you haven't done that. Never mind.
Yeah, because I have to load it up on my phone, and it's a pain in the ass. Did anyone actually finish a lap? Yeah, there was. It was. I think it was Albon. I remember seeing on the broadcast that Albon was a lap down, and he was the only driver a lap down. So.
Yeah, because he had that pit stop, didn't he?
But I don't know what lap it was on. But either way, if it was Albon, everyone got it wrong. So excellent news, everybody. Right, Monaco. Pole position. Ben.
Max.
Nia.
Max.
Yeah, I'm going to say Max. Sonia went with Norris, and Chris went with Max. Podium, Nia.
Verstappen, Norris, Sainz.
Ben?
Verstappen, Leclerc, Piastri.
I'm going to go for the same as this week. Verstappen, Norris, Leclerc. Chris went with Verstappen, Leclerc, Norris, and Sonia has gone for Norris, Verstappen, Sainz. So, yeah. Bold predictions. Chris said no race DNFs. I don't know what I'm going to put yet. I'm trying to stall for time.
For once, I have one.
Oh my god.
It's a miracle. Another pit stop fuck up. So, a long pit stop doesn't count. Unless it's something like tyre hasn't gone on properly. It's like this week, Alex had to come back in again. Or like Bottas, is something like that.
So we're talking about like... Because I know the Sauber team have had the... Like, if we had like a Sauber one where it's like they have to take 3 goes at it and change the gun, that would count, sort of thing?
Yeah. It's more like...
It's not just like a slow pit stop, it's a very slow pit stop.
Yeah, like something has gone wrong.
Okay.
Not necessarily just slow.
Issue at pit stop.
Yeah.
Ben.
Where like Lance Stroll just fucking terminates the guy, the front jack.
Yeah,
He's
just
already
turns the
tried that
front
one.
jack. Just goes,
Um,
puts the front jack into the other team.
Yeah.
Breaks the other guy's rear wing. Breaks his front jack's back.
We didn't want you on the team anyway.
That's what everyone says to Lance. I mean, what? Ben. Bolt.
Over 5 overtakes.
Whoa!
Oh. Calm down, Jesus Christ.
That's wild. I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, no, that's not bold.
What were you going to say then?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's normally the opposite to my bold prediction. So I say under 5 overtakes.
that is
and
exactly
in my mind. It's probably the
That's
easiest
exactly the
prediction in
thing.
the world.
I would never let you have that at Monaco. I'd be like, dude, that's the given. I'm going to go for only one red flag in quali. I feel like there's going to be more, but I'm going to say only one red flag. Lapdown showdown. There are 78 laps, remember. Nia, kick us off.
I thought I was changing the number right now. Lap 49, 1 lap down, because I forgot how many laps were in Monaco.
Wait, I didn't hear you say.
So I made it.
Yeah, she just said lap 39. She didn't say who at all.
Joe.
Joe.
I did say Joe.
It didn't come through.
Yeah, you didn't hear it.
49.
Mm-hmm. And 1 lap
1
down.
lap down.
Okay, so Chris said Sargent 37 and 1 lap down. I think that's Chris is being bold, assuming Sargent's going to make it that far in the race. But he also said no DNFs, so I suppose he has to back him somehow. Ben, who you got?
Joe. Lap 37, 2 laps down.
Swear to God, if you did that thing again where you did it the lap before, I would have been very pissed off.
I'm going to say... who's not been great in recent weeks?
Where do we begin?
True. It's a tricky one. Pick someone low down. Valtteri Bottas. Lap 42. 1 lap down. Now it's time for...
Hey Sergio, welcome to Red Bull.
Chris has said 4s across the board, quali and race. Ben?
Qualifying P8, race P6.
Nia?
The exact same.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna go for qualifying 12th, race 8th. I'm just thinking he's gonna get caught out with a flag. That one red flag I said, it's gonna be then, you know. So, right, that brings us back to the feeder series. We had both Formula 2 and Formula 3 in action this weekend. Much more exciting action than the Formula 1. I can now finally announce that Ollie Behrman has as many points in Formula 2 as he does in Formula 1, courtesy of a 5th place finish in the sprint race. So congrats, Ollie, you finally caught up to yourself. Qualifying, the top 3 was Bortoleto, Behrman, and Hadjar. Behrman was 0.055 off the pole time, so very close in quali. Sprint race results, the top 3. Franco Colapinto led from Paul Aron and Zane Maloney in 3rd. And the feature race was Isaac Hadjar won with Gabriel Bortoleto in 2nd, and Dursken in the newly rebranded AIX Racing in third, which means the standings, your top three are Zane Maloney on 68 points, Paul Aron on 63 points, and Isaac Hadjar on 59, leaving the teams Campos Racing on 85, Rodin on 84, and Hitech on 78.
Can I just point something else out as well, which someone I saw on Twitter?
Mm-hmm.
Paul Aaron has been on the podium in every single event this season as a rookie.
He's doing very well.
He's doing very, very well.
Yeah, I think we spoke about him a fair amount last year.
Yeah.
So it's not unexpected. It's just he's doing really well in a very challenging series.
Yeah.
Qualifying for Formula 3 was a 1-2-3 for Trident. Yeah. So that was amazing. It was Ramos ahead of Fornaroli ahead of Megatunif. The sprint race was Ollie Goethe ahead of Tramnitz ahead of Leon. And the feature race was really unlucky. So Fornaroli got ahead of his teammate Ramos and was starting to pull a gap. And then all of a sudden, we cut back to the live feed and he's in fifth. And you're thinking, oh my God, he's had a moment, he's gone off. They show a replay, he's coming down the front straight, his engine just turns off. He manages to get it going again and keep going in fifth, but from then on, he's just fighting back. So, yeah, really unlucky for Fornaroli, who managed to finish third. Ollie Goethe finished second. And Megatunif took his maiden Formula 3 race win. Actually, it was his maiden podium. So, you know, a way to get the first podium, stand on the top step. But yeah, no, it was much more exciting racing in the Formula 3 and the Formula 2 this weekend. So if you're going to go and watch anything, go and watch those.
Watch Formula E.
Bumper cars. What?
I miss the Michelin Man.
We all miss the Michelin Man.
I miss the Michelin Man. My beloved.
Right. Well, that about wraps us up for this week on the Turn 5 podcast. Join us again next week where we will take you through all of the action of F1, F2 and F3 around the streets of Monaco. Until next time, thank you for listening and or watching, and goodbye.